Caitlin Clark is changing the way people look at women's basketball. Her incredible talent and fearless way of playing have captured the attention of fans, sports analysts, and even NBA legends who usually stay quiet about the WNBA. No other player has sparked this much buzz, both praise and debate, among the biggest names in basketball. From breaking records to pushing the game forward, Caitlin is leading a new wave in women's sports. But her journey hasn't been easy. Some have doubted her, others have tried to tear her down. Now, two of the greatest to ever play, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, have spoken up, and what they said changes everything. Michael Jordan recently shared his thoughts on Caitlin, saying the WNBA owes her a lot for what she's done for the game. But he didn't stop there. He criticized the referees for being unfair to her, and called for changes in how games are officiated. He made it clear, the league needs to do better and give Caitlin the respect she's earned. When someone like MJ steps in to defend a player, you know it's serious. His comments send a strong message. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star, she's a game changer the league can't ignore. Allen Iverson, one of the NBA's most exciting players, sees the same spark in Caitlin. Just like he once changed the way the NBA played, Caitlin is now inspiring young girls and reshaping the WNBA with her confidence, sharp skills, and high basketball IQ. Iverson said she reminds him of himself, not the biggest or strongest, but driven, fearless, and impossible to overlook. He praised her mindset and talent, calling her a true difference maker.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Allen Iverson knows what it takes to lead a team on offense, and he sees that same drive in Caitlin Clark. Back in his prime, Iverson carried his team with his scoring, just like Clark is doing now. He recently praised her for her relentless energy on the court, something every top scorer needs. But Iverson pointed out that Caitlin brings more than just points. What really sets her apart is her ability to create for others. Even as the youngest player on her team, she shows the kind of court vision and selflessness that makes everyone around her better. Players like Iverson and Clark are known as floor raisers. They don't just play well themselves, they lift up the entire team. Iverson famously led a not-so-strong Sixers squad all the way to the NBA Finals. He sees that same potential in Clark, saying her best years are still ahead, and it's only a matter of time before she figures out how to take her team to the next level. Now the question is, can the Indiana Fever build the right team around her? Iverson believes Clark has what it takes, but she'll need the right support to chase greatness. Another NBA legend, Charles Barkley, is also paying close attention to Clark's rise. With decades of experience in the spotlight, both on the court and in the media, Barkley understands how tough it is to balance fame, pressure, and performance, and he's impressed with how Clark handles it all. Barkley said it's not just about how she plays, it's the way she carries herself with the media, with fans, and under the weight of huge expectations. For someone so young, that kind of maturity stands out. And coming from someone like Barkley, that says a lot.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no-stress. She came straight out of college.
Caitlin Clark is thriving in every part of the game. And a big reason why is her mindset. From day one, she's handled enormous pressure from fans and her team. And she's done more than meet expectations. She's gone far beyond them. She's taken hard hits from opponents and shown she's tougher than many gave her credit for. What's even more impressive is how quickly she's adapted and improved. The jump from college to the pros is no small thing. The WNBA is faster, tougher, and far more physical. The demands on a player's body are intense, something most fans don't fully see. That's especially true for Caitlin, since she's often the target of added physical defense from other teams, but she's handled it with serious preparation. Her commitment to staying strong and ready has helped her bounce back from every challenge, game after game. This physical side of her game has surprised many. At first, people saw her as a skilled player, not necessarily a strong one, but she's proven she has both. Dominance in basketball doesn't always look the same. Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most dominant players ever, has nothing to prove about his legacy. Yet even he has spoken highly of today's smaller stars, especially Steph Curry, who he calls his favorite active player. Recently, Shaq showed the same respect for Caitlin Clark. On Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, he praised Caitlin's game, even though she's Angel's biggest on-court rival. He compared Caitlin to Steph Curry, pointing out that while she may not have overwhelming size, her skill and impact are undeniable. Shaq believes players like Caitlin and Steph bring something new and exciting to the sport, something that helps the entire league grow. And coming from one of the game's greats, that's high praise.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis.
Shaquille O'Neal shared some powerful thoughts recently, especially about Caitlin Clark's unique impact on the WNBA. He pointed out that Caitlin is doing things no other player in the league has done. Even her biggest rival, Angel Reese, has acknowledged that. That said, Angel's comments seem to downplay Caitlin's skills, brushing off her deep three-point shooting by saying, "She just shoots from the logo." But that kind of shooting is anything but simple. It takes years of practice, incredible focus, and natural talent. It's the kind of play that excites fans and brings real energy to the game. And it's a big reason so many new viewers are tuning in to the WNBA. Shaq's praise didn't just highlight Caitlin's talent. It also seemed to push back against the idea that she's not the main driver of the league's popularity. While Angel Reese has argued that the attention shouldn't center solely on Caitlin, her own struggle to match Clark's shooting range may hint at a bit of rivalry-driven frustration. Regardless, Shaq made it clear, Caitlin Clark is helping take the WNBA to the next level, and that rivalry between her and Angel Reese, it's become one of the league's biggest storylines. This kind of player dynamic is nothing new. It mirrors what happened in the NBA decades ago. Back in the 1970s, the NBA struggled with ratings and viewership. Then came Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their unforgettable battle in the NCAA championship drew massive attention and changed the course of basketball history. Their rivalry carried into the NBA and helped make the league what it is today. We're seeing something similar in women's basketball now. The recent NCAA women's tournament shattered viewership records, and Caitlin vs. Angel was the centerpiece. Their entrance into the WNBA has brought in a whole new wave of fans, and many now compare them to Magic and Bird. Even Magic Johnson agrees with that comparison. In fact, he's gone a step further. He believes Caitlin Clark has the potential to become the greatest player in WNBA history.
Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
Magic. Johnson has long believed in the future of the WNBA, and now that future is starting to take shape. As the owner of the Los Angeles Sparks, Magic has been a vocal supporter of the league, confident that it would one day grow into a strong and successful business like the NBA. That belief is beginning to pay off, especially with the spotlight on the growing rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Magic recently compared it to his own legendary rivalry with Larry Bird, which helped spark the NBA's rise in the 1980s. He sees the same potential in Clark vs. Reese to bring new, energy fans and momentum to the women's game. Just like Magic and Bird changed how the NBA was played, raising the pace and creativity of the game, Clark is bringing a similar shift to the WNBA. Her skill level, especially as a point guard, stands out, and it's likely to influence how other players train and how teams build their offense. When Magic entered the league, his vision and basketball IQ transformed how point guards played. He became the gold standard. Many believe Caitlin Clark is now on a path to do the same in the WNBA. Magic's words carry weight, but he's not the only legend taking notice. Larry Bird, his longtime rival, has also shared his thoughts on Clark's impact. And soon, we'll get into exactly what he had to say. But first, another point guard has weighed in. Chris Paul. Known for his elite passing, smart decision-making, and leadership on the court, Paul has often been called the perfect example of a traditional point guard. And now he sees echoes of his own game in Caitlin Clark. After her impressive rookie season, Paul reflected on his own early years and praised Caitlin's performance. Their mutual work with State Farm even led to a special moment. Paul was asked to personally congratulate Clark on winning Rookie of the Year, marking a symbolic passing of the torch from one great floor general to another.
A few of the things that I learned coming from one Rookie of the Year to another, even though mine was 19 years ago, one of the biggest things after winning Rookie of the Year, because that's a big deal, first of all. That's a huge achievement and you should be proud. But going forward, I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was getting stronger. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to be better on defense. But more than anything, I tell you, the biggest people that I leaned on was my family, my support system.